You're right, guys. Welcome to Football and Fitness United. Halftime live. Just watching the game at Stamford Bridge. And it's Chelsea 0, Manchester United 0. And it's a very interesting half of football. It's a very tight game, as predicted. And it was in two stages, really. The first 35 minutes, without scoring, probably went as well as I could have expected. Like, there's not many teams that go to Stamford Bridge and have 60% possession. I think it was 6 shots to 1, and they looked in complete control. Chelsea looked like creating nothing. And United, it looked like a relatively easy training session we controlled the game like we did against Spurs, but we didn't have that end product, right? And we weren't creating loads of chances, but the actual control in possession was very, very good. However, Graham Potter proved that he's an excellent in-game manager, and he changed it, and he changed the midfield, and he went from 5 at the back to 4 at the back, and then all of a sudden he allowed him to change to 4-3-1-2. He's flooded the midfield, and Chelsea have looked a completely different proposition in the final 10 minutes of the half. And yeah, they've been very good, to be honest. From 35 to 45 minutes, they've been very good. And are Manchester United going to regret not putting one of their chances away from earlier on, although not many of them were gilt-edged? The best one probably coming at the end for Anthony. And I just want to say, I'm not going to go on him because obviously he's had a fantastic start to his Manchester United career, but a big pet peeve of mine is not being able to use 2 feet in football. Like, if he has a right foot, he scores that. And I know his left foot is magic, and I know one of our most decorated players in history only had a left foot. But come on, man, if you've got a right foot, that's in. It's not a tough chance. It's literally the keeper's rooted. He can't move. You slot it in that side or that side, and it's a goal, and it's 1-0 at half-time. Right on the stroke of half-time would have been a perfect time to score. So Anthony has to do better there. There's a chance earlier on for Rashford when he's through one-on-one. The ball through is very good, but Kepa's starting position is very good, and therefore Rashford doesn't really have a chance. He tries to lift it, but the keeper's far too close to him. And there's been a few little snapshots. Sancho has been involved, but I don't think it's been his best game again. I think he has to do more in certain scenarios. Casemiro's been everywhere. I think he's been good. I think Luke Shaw's been good again. Dalot and Varane, both with vital interceptions. I think Martinez has been very good as well. You saw towards the end of the half him almost getting an assist or a secondary assist by winning that header and getting it into Fernandes to play it into Anthony. But yeah, I think overall it's been good. You've got to put it in perspective, right? And in context, and you've got to put it in the context of, we're going to Stamford Bridge. Chelsea are 4th in the league. They're one of our top 6 competitors. They're one of our top 4 challengers. They're in 4th position at the moment, and it was always going to be a tough place to go. And people are saying that we have a fantastic record in recent times at Stamford Bridge, and I'm not really sure that's true. I mean, yes, we haven't lost in 9 or something against Chelsea with 3 wins and 6 draws, but there's been more draws than there has wins, that's for sure. And I think if you'd have offered United fans before the game a draw, they'd probably take that, even though we do have the quality to win the game. So yeah, it's been a tough one. I feel like we needed to take advantage earlier on in the half when we were on top. Casemiro and Eriksen, but mainly Casemiro, just had the absolute run of the midfield, and he wasn't pressured at all. He had so much space, and because he's good on his right foot, left foot, you see how calm Eriksen is on the ball as well. That's the difference between him and Fred. I noticed early on that the press from United wasn't as good, so you had your front 2 pressing, but then it was very easy for Chelsea to get out because they just clipped the ball over the top, and then there was no secondary press after that. So it's like, if you bypass the Rashford and Bruno press, then there was nothing behind that, and that's what they did early on. And yeah, so you miss that with not having Fred and having Eriksen, but what you get is the calmness on the ball and the calmness in possession. And he can have 2 or 3 people around him, and he just turns out of a tight space and plays the right ball almost all the time. So I think Erik ten Hag has been justified so far in his selection. I think he got it right, and like I said, I think we dominated for the first 35 minutes, and arguably for the first 35 minutes, I would argue that's as good as the Spurs performance, not from a point of view of, we were playing as good or creating as many chances, but again, perspective, home versus Spurs or away at Stamford Bridge, tough atmosphere to go to a team above you in the league and go and control the game and have 60% possession against a Graham Potter team who have the majority of possession in most games. I think it was a very, very good performance from Erik ten Hag's United in the first 35 minutes. And I think he would have been very, very happy. The only downside being they didn't put the ball in the net. But like I said, Graham Potter, excellent in-game manager, showed his tactical nous, made the change, and they have been very much involved in the game more since that change. And it's going to be interesting to see how Erik ten Hag combats that and if he makes any changes to try and flip the balance back in United's favour again, because it has been more Chelsea in the final 10 minutes of the half. I'm not sure about options off the bench. Do we have much that can change it? I'm not really sure. But let's wait and see, I guess. If there's anyone watching, leave a comment, obviously, and drop your full-time predictions in the comment section if you can. And also, if you can, please like the video, comment, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'm going to hop on at full time for my immediate reaction. And if people want to come in and join me, they can do. Inbox me if you want to get involved. I'll send you the link. Apart from that, I'll film little 5-10 minute reactions with people, like individual match reactions, and upload them to my channel. So if you want to get involved with that, again, just inbox me. I'll send you a link and we'll just do a little 5-10 minute interview about the game. But yeah, just want to say again, big thank you. Hit 500 subscribers. Actually flew past 500 subscribers. I think we're on 550 or something mental. And people have been sharing a lot of my stuff today. And obviously people have been clicking, and I've joined a couple of WhatsApp groups with other creators, and they're sharing stuff. So, it's a space where we should all be able to support each other. There's a big pot for us all to pee in, if you say. We don't have to compete all the time. We can all boost and promote each other. And I think that's the best way to do it. And then we provide content all across the board for all different types of United fans and football fans in general. And then people just go and watch where they want to watch. But yeah, half time, Chelsea 0, Manchester United 0. And yeah, it's been an interesting half of football. But wherever you guys are watching from, I hope you're enjoying it. I hope the second half is as good, if not better. I hope we come out there with some points. And hey, if we get the win, we move into 4th place with a game in hand on Spurs, who are in 3rd. And if we win that, we overtake them. So we're 2 wins away from 3rd place. Things are looking a bit more rosy. Anyway, I've been James. This has been Football and Fitness United. See you at full time. Cheers, guys.